my name is Roxy and I like to welcome to my channel. This time I will show you how to make the easiest and simple sweater that you can make. The beauty of this sweater is given by the yarn that I use, not for the pattern, because the pattern is the most simple and easy pattern that you can use for a sweater. Look, it's really soft. Here is the sleeve and here is the bottom. Really soft. The yarn that I use is a fluffy and very soft yarn. The name is Alize Softy for baby. So Alize Softy for baby, and I use these 3 colors. If you want to use the same color, I will tell you the code for each. For the white is 55. For this mint is 15, and for this lilac color is 146. Each skein has 50 grams and meters and yards. It works really fast, and you can make for any size, for girls, boys, women or men, because it is a unisex sweater. Choose the right color depending on the person you make the sweater for, but my advice is to choose the pastel color because the sweater will look much nicer. In this tutorial I will show you the step that you need to follow to make this sweater, but I work with normal yarn because I want to see each steps for to make this sweater, okay? And as you can see, it's a mini sweater for a baby, okay? So enjoy this video and please subscribe to my channel for more tutorials on how to crochet. Leave a comment if you want and share with your friends. So let's begin. So I will show you how to make this sweater with a normal yarn, because if I show you with this yarn you don't see the chain and you don't understand what I want to show you. But first, how to take the measure. Take a blouse who has the edge close to the neckline, and then measure like that all the way around. Okay, so measure all the way around and in my case I have 50 centimeter or 19.68 inch, but depends for the person that you want to make this sweater. But take a measure at the blouse who has the edge close to the neckline. Okay, measure, and then you chain so many stitches you need until you obtain the measure that you take. Okay, in my case I crocheted 100 chain plus 4. The plus 4 chain is for the corners, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and I make like that for the front and the back. I have 15 centimeter or 5.90 inch, and I chain for the front and from the back 30 chain, 13 plus 30. Into the left and into the right I have 10 centimeter or 3.94 inch, and I chain 20 and 20. In total I have 100 chain plus 4, so 104 chain. But this is my case for my model. You can make exactly like I showed you, for the child, for the baby, for a man or for the woman. Okay, choose the right color, and we need to make like that. I call the color A for the white, B for the mint, and C for the purple. And we make like that: 4 rows with color A, 3 rows with color B, 2 rows with color C, and 3 rows with color B. So 4 color with A color, 3 rows with color B, 2 rows with color C, and 3 rows with color B. And then we repeat. Okay? So now I will make a mini sweater, because the step is the same for any size. Okay, so you crochet so many chain you need, and you obtain your size here at the neck, and we join with slip stitch into the first chain here. And chain 2, 1 and 2. The chain 2 is count like 1 double crochet. In the same stitch make one more double crochet, chain one, and in the same stitch make 2 double crochet, 1 and 2, and this is the first corner. Every row begin and is finish here at the corner. Okay, now you make so many double crochet you need for the arms. So first part, after you make the corner, you need to make double crochet for the arms. Okay, so double crochet in every stitch for the arms. Okay, so crochet, double crochet until you obtain the number that you need for the shoulders, and then I will show you how to make the next corner. I make the number of double crochet that I need for the arms here, and then we need to make the second corner, and into the next stitch we make 2 double crochet, 1 and 2, chain 1, and in the same stitch make again 2 double crochet, 1 and 2. This is the second corner. Now we need to make the number of double crochet that you need for the back here. So crochet so many double crochet you need for the back, and then you make the next corner exactly like I showed you. So crochet, double crochet with the number that you need, then make the next corner, then after you make the third corner you crochet the number of double crochet that you need for the shoulders here, make the last corner, and then the number of double crochet that you need for the front, and then I will show you how to join and how to begin the next row. So I almost finished the first row. It looked like that, and now we join with slip stitch into the second chain here. Okay, make again 1 slip stitch into the next double crochet, and then 1 slip stitch here into the chain 1, and we begin the row number 2. Chain 2 is count like 1 double crochet, make 1 double crochet, chain 1 and 2, 1, 2 double crochet, and we begin. Here is the first double crochet, not here, and it's very simple. And now you make double crochet in every stitch until you reach at the chain 1 space, and then you make the next corner. I will show you again how to make the corner. One moment. Okay. See, I reach at the chain 1, and here we make 2 double crochet, 1, 2, chain 1 and 2 double crochet, and you now continue to work like I show you. See, and you need to make 4 rows. I make 1, 2, 3 and 4. After I make these 4 rows, I will show you how to change the color. Okay? I finish the first 4 rows with the color A, and now it's time to change the color and make 3 rows with the color B. So join with slip stitch into the second chain, make again 1 more slip stitch into the next double crochet, and then take the next color, make a slip knot, and here in the chain 1 space we make the last slip stitch, turn and make two knots, 1 and 2. Cut the first color, the yarn, okay, and now we begin with the second color, but I want to hide this yarn that I have. So chain 2, 1, 2, and make 1 double crochet. Here is the 2 wire that I have, chain 1 and make again 2 double crochet. Okay. Now you continue to make double crochet and also hide this yarn that remain when you change the color. I make some double crochet and then you can cut the yarn. I make 1 more double crochet can cut the yarn. And that's it. And now you continue to work with the color B, like I show you, with 3 rows. Okay? Then we make 2 rows with color C and then 3 rows with color B. And you can crochet so many rows you need until you obtain your length here to here, and also until you obtain your space for the arms. So you can, when I finish this row, I will show you how to join the corners. The corners can be joined at every row, doesn't matter if you finish the 4 rows with color A, etc. Because when we begin the sleeve, we continue with the same combination. 4 rows, 3 rows, 2 rows, 3 rows, etc., etc. Okay? Now you work until you obtain your length for the back and also the space for the arms. The length and the space for the arms. And then I will show you how to join the corners. Now it's time to join the corners. You obtain the length for the back and also the space for your arms. Okay? You can join the corners at any row you need. Don't count if you don't finish the group of 4, 3 or 2. You can join at every row you need. In my case, for this mini sweater, I join at the row number, I make 2 and I join at the row number 3. And when I begin the sleeve, I make 1 row with color B and then I continue with the same colors, A, B and C and again B. Okay, in this sweater I join the corners at the row number, I make 1, 2, 3 at the row number 4. So I make 3 and then I join the corners, but you can join at every row you need. And now you chain 2, 1 and 2, yarn over, take the next corner and make 1 double crochet. So we have 1 here, 1 here, and continue to work until you reach at the next corner. Double crochet in every stitch. Okay? Look how it is, the corners with normal yarn, like that, and how it is with this puffy and fluffy yarn. It's really nice and soft. Okay, so crochet until you reach at the next corner. Here in the corner make 1 double crochet, then take the next corner and make 1 double crochet, and continue to make double crochet until you reach here. Here is the last double crochet that you need to make, and then I will show you the next row. I have finished this row when I joined the corners to form the space for the sleeve, and here at the chain 2 we join with slip stitch, and in my case I need to change the color. I cut the yarn and now I change the color, and I make a slip stitch here exactly in the middle, because I want to begin every row exactly here in the middle. Make a slip stitch, turn, make 2 knots, one, 2. Okay, now we chain 2, 1, 2. From now on, the chain 2 don't count like 1 double crochet, because when we finish every row we don't join into the chain 2 like we make here at first part. We join with slip stitch into the first double crochet. So chain 2, and here exactly in this space make one double crochet, and now you continue to make double crochet in every stitch. Okay, and then I will make this row, and then I will show you how to join with slip stitch into the first double crochet. So double crochet in every stitch, and I want to show you how it is the join with this yarn. One moment, here it is. Look, almost doesn't see. Here I finish. Look, this is look like with this yarn. It's really nice. So work this row, and then I will show you how to join. I finish this row, and as I tell you, from now on we don't join into the chain 2. We join into the first double crochet here. We join with slip stitch and we begin again. Chain 2, 1, 2, and in the same stitch we make 1 double crochet and then continue to make double crochet in every stitch all the way around until you finish the row. The row is finished here, and then we join again with slip stitch into the first double crochet, and from now on you continue to make so many rows you need until you obtain your length, until you almost obtain your length, because at the end we need to make this elastic edge. Okay, so crochet so many rows you need, and then I will show you how to make this elastic edge. It looks like that. Okay, so after you make so many rows you need until you obtain you almost obtain your length, it's time to make this elastic edge. This elastic edge is made with 1 front post double crochet, 1 back post double crochet. This elastic edge is made also at the sleeve, and I will make also at the neckline. Okay, but first I will show you how to make this elastic edge, then I will show you the sleeve, how to make it, and how to decrease at the sleeve to look like that, and then at the neckline. So look how it is where I join every row with this technique, and we continue to make the elastic edge. Chain 2, 1, 2, into the next double crochet we make 1 front post double crochet, into the next 1 back post double crochet, into the next 1 front post double crochet, to the next 1 back post double crochet, next front post double crochet, next back post double crochet. Okay, you continue to make all the way around 1 front post double crochet, 1 back post, and then I will show you how to join and how to begin the next row. So I almost finished the first row at this elastic edge. Here is my last back post that I make, and we join with slip stitch here into the first front post double crochet. Okay, we join with slip stitch and chain 2, 1, 2, and now we repeat one back post or front post, sorry, one back post double crochet, one front post, one back post. Once again, one front post, one back post double crochet. See, you can make so many rows you need, but in my case here at this big sweater I make 8 rows. But for example, if you make for a child, you can make 6 rows. But it's your choice how many rows you need to make. And at the sleeve, I make 10 rows. And for a child, you can make 8. Okay? So finish this elastic rows edge with so many rows you want, and then I will show you how to make the sleeve. After you finish your length that you need and this elastic edge, it's time to make the sleeve. The sleeve is very easy to make, and for a child we work 1 row normally, 1 row decrease, 1 normally, 1 decrease. For an adult we make 2 rows work normally, 1 row decrease. In my case, at this sweater, if you work with that type of yarn, after you make the first row, put a stitch marker, because you can see where you need to make the decrease. Okay, so put a stitch marker and count 1, 2 without decrease, 1 row decrease, 1, 2 at the third decrease, 1, 2 at the third decrease. And for a child, 1 normally, 1 decrease, 1 normally, 1 decrease. And it's easy for you to see where the sleeve begins. In my case, I work 2 rows work normally, 1 row decrease until I reach here, because the sleeve is too large, and from here to here I work 1 row normally, 1 row decrease, 1 row normally, 1 row decrease until I need to make this elastic edge. For the elastic edge, you need to begin here. So until here you work your sleeve, and then the elastic edge. Okay, so let's begin. In my case, I need to make 1 more row with the color B, because when I join the corners to form the space for the sleeve, I join at the row number 3 and I need to make one more row. Make a slip knot and we always begin here in the middle, okay? And chain 2, 1, 2. In the same space we make one double crochet. The chain 2 don't count like one double crochet. And now we need to make double crochet in every stitch until you finish the row. So double crochet in every stitch. Okay? And then I will show you how to decrease. I finish the first row at the sleeve, and in my case I need to change the color, and also I need to make the first decrease. So once again, for a child, one row work normally, one row decrease. For an adult, 2 rows work normally, 1 row decrease. And now we join with slip stitch here into the first double crochet. We make exactly like I show you here at the sweater. Okay? So join with slip stitch, turn, make 2 knots. Oh, sorry. One and 2. Okay. And we chain 2, 1, 2. The decrease, we make 1 decrease at the beginning, 1 decrease at the end of the row. In the same stitch we make 1 unfinished double crochet. In the next stitch 1 unfinished double crochet, and we join these 2 unfinished double crochet and is form 1 double crochet, because here we begin the next row, and continue to work double crochet all the way around until you reach at the last 2 double crochet, 1 and 2. We work until here, because at the last 2 we make another decrease. Okay? I work until I reach at the last 2, 1 and 2, and now it's time to make the second decrease. 1 unfinished double crochet into the next stitch, 1 unfinished double crochet, and join. Now we join with slip stitch here where we make the decrease. Chain 2 and continue. 1 double crochet in the same stitch, because this row work normally. Okay, so for a child 1 row work normally, 1 decrease. For an adult 2 rows work normally, 1 decrease. And work until you obtain your length that you need. For example, if you reach here and you want to begin the elastic edge, but your sleeve is still a little large. At the last row, 1, 2, 3, here, at the last row, before you begin the elastic edge, you can make some decrease. For example, you need to decrease 3 stitch. Make 1 decrease at the beginning and at the end of the row, and 1 decrease here. If you need to decrease 4, 1 at the beginning, 1 at the end, 1 here and 1 here, etc., etc. But only if you need. Okay, so work until you obtain your length and you reach here, and then make the elastic edge exactly like I show you here at the bottom. 1 front post double crochet, 1 back post double crochet, and make so many rows you need. In my case, at the sleeve I make 10 rows, but you can make so many rows you need. After you finish the sleeve, I will show you how to make the collar. Okay? After you finish the sleeves, the last step is the collar. The first row that we make at the collar is double crochet, because we need to make some decrease all the way around to have that collar. For a baby, you need to decrease 1 in the front, 1 in the back, 1 in the left, 1 in the right. For a child, you decrease 2 times into the front, 2 times into the back, 2 times in the left, 2 times in the right. For an adult, like in my case, I decrease 3 times, 1, 2, and 3 into the front, 1, 2, and 3 into the back, 1, 2, and 3 into the left, and 1, 2, and 3 into the right. And of course, we need to decrease at the corners. Okay? So, 1 decrease for each side for a baby, 2 decrease for each side for a child, 3 decrease, 1, 2, 3 for an adult. And make a slip knot, and for the collar we need to insert the crochet not here, because it look like that after we make the collar. We insert the crochet into the double crochet, okay? And chain 2 and make again 1 double crochet in the same stitch. I make 1 more it's a little hard, but it looks more beautiful like that. You see? And now we need to make the decrease. 1 unfinished double crochet into the next 1 unfinished double crochet. And this is the decrease. And you continue until you reach here at the corner, okay? I reach at the corner, and also we need to make the decrease. And look how it is. And here is the corner. We have 1, 2, 3 and 4 here. We insert the crochet here and make 1 unfinished double crochet, and then here. So insert here and make 1 unfinished double crochet and here. And this is the decrease. Now you continue and don't forget to make also a decrease here. Make again 1 decrease at the corner, here, here and here. And I finish this row, and then I will show you the next row. I finish this first row at the collar with the decrease. Look how it is, okay? And we join like I show you with slip stitch into the first double crochet and chain 2. Now if you still need to decrease, you can decrease only at the corner and only at this row, because we begin to make this elastic edge, and we don't can to make any decrease. So make 1 from post, double crochet, 1 back post, double crochet, 1 from post, but here where it is the decrease, we need to take this, because here we make the decrease, okay? One moment until I reach at the corner. So here is the corner. Here I decrease And if you still need, in my case, I need to make one back post double crochet, and I make one unfinished back post double crochet, and here again one unfinished back post double crochet, and I join, and it's also a decrease. But when you begin the next row, make sure you take this like that, okay? So from now on you crochet so many rows as you need. If you want a small collar, you can make 5 or 6 rows. If you want a bigger, like mine, I make 10 rows, okay? It's your choice how many rows you need to make, okay? So crochet so many rows as you need. If you still need, make also a decrease at the corner like I show you, and then you continue to work normally. One front post double crochet, one back post double crochet, until you obtain your length that you need. I hope you like my simple sweater. As you can see, can make for an adult, for a baby, for a child, for any size. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Bye bye.